Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a video that I've been meaning to put out for a little while. This is my Q&A answers video. Before I get started and go into this video, first of all, the good news for the some who did know, my voice is back. I'm just going to go into a little story. So basically, last week I lost my voice. So I lost my voice last week. You're going to see a few videos that come out in the next week or so, maybe a couple of weeks, because I've got Train Sim Journey stuff to do as well. You're going to see a bunch of videos that are all going to be with a very, very horrible voice. Someone like Alex Trainspot who's just joined there will know all about that. So because he joined along with me, so he'll know all about what's gone on with my voice. It was hilarious. I'm sure he enjoyed hearing it. But my voice is back now, so well, I got cough still, but you know. So hello to I'm just gonna say hello to everyone. So Mr. Fuzz Trains and Buses, Jack Shields, Joseph Ford, Transporter Lewis, Thomas Gilby. Sorry about everything I've done. Well, question is, what did you do? Cobra Train Spotter, Ciara Rail Spotter, hello Callum. Brandon Ashwin, SWR Train Fan, DS Intel, Jack Andrews, Gaming Insight. Right, so I'm going to go into what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go into my answers session for my Q&A. Now, the other week, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video basically saying that I would like people to ask me some questions that I would happily answer. Now, I'm going to answer those questions. Excuse me, sorry, I got a belch there. I'm going to answer those questions, but I'm not answering anything on that chat. I'm just saying that right now. Anyone who writes any questions on that chat, they're not getting answered. If you want me to answer a question on the Q&A, you need to go and comment on my Q&A video, because I'm going to be looking at that and that only. You comment now or your questions won't get answered. So if you think of a question, then ask it whilst I'm live and I will get to it at the end probably. So I do apologize as well for those who do watch this. Let's have a quick look. Hang on. Whilst you do watch this, people who have asked questions, you can see this, which is good. But those who don't, I'm sure they'll catch up later on it anyway. If you bear with me a second. Excuse my coughing. I really am sorry. Excuse me. Right. You have to apologise if I do cough during this, because I am still getting over a bit of a throat infection. So I'm not feeling 100%, but I am trying to sort of counter that as best as I can. So I'll answer these questions right now, and we'll see where we go with it. If you bear with me, guys. I've got an amazing 55 questions. The last one was from 3 days ago. Jim Bob wrote nope, so your comments getting deleted, because that is a bit stupid to write that. But anyway, let's carry on. So actually 54-ish, right. Okay, right. Again, if you guys want me to answer any questions, please please do comment on the video, Q&A video, that is. Not this one, the actual Q&A video that I released a little while ago. Comment on that with any questions. Oh, did I now? That's pretty cool. So I'm going to go into the questions. I do apologize, as I say, questions will be thrown out completely out of order. So like they'll be in random order. So I'll just be commenting what I can comment, you know, at that point. Got my phone with me. Some phone will help me answer that question. those questions. I cannot talk today. Those questions. So we'll see how we go from there. Right. Let's get started, shall we? This live stream may last about an hour or so. So do sit yourself down and get yourself comfortable, because I'm going to be going through a hell of a lot of questions, answering a hell of a lot of questions. Again, if you want me to answer any questions, I'm just going to keep saying this. Comment on the Q&A video that says, "Have you got any questions for me?" That way, your comment can be read out in this video. So let's get started with question 1. The Real Joe Plays. You're up first. And the question is, here's a question. Oh, yes. What is your favourite station in Wales? Okay. So my favourite station in Wales, that's a good one, actually, because Wales was somewhere I did on Rover, and I basically went around loads and loads of places when I did Wales. But if I was to pick a favourite Welsh station, it will probably be Seven Tunnel Junction, because Seven Tunnel Junction is an absolutely outstanding station. In fact, it's probably gotten better now with those 170s coming in, doing the Cheltenham Maesteg. But Seven Tunnel Junction is probably my favourite Welsh station, purely just because there's so many good passing trains, and it's probably the station I visited the most. If you look at my channel, you'll probably see that I visited Seven Tunnel Junction just so many times. If I were to narrow it down and name a few that I really liked, I'd also say I liked not Shrewsbury. That's England. I'd also say I liked Cardiff Central, Carmarthen, and Newport. I liked all of them as well. But my favourite is Kidwelly. But my favourite is absolutely Seven Tunnel Junction. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's my that's the first question. Question 2 is from Transport by Lewis. What is your question for you? What is your favourite station on the East Coast Main Line? And what is your favourite train which serves the East Coast Main Line? Thank you, KTV. I love your channel. First of all, thank you very much for that very nice comment. My favourite station on the East Coast Main Line is absolutely Doncaster, because it just has absolutely incredible variety. It has has loads of traction, has really good views. It's electrified. Even though new trains have came in, the variety hasn't dipped, because new other trains have come in and some old trains have stayed. But my favourite and absolute favourite East Coast Mainline station is Doncaster, by an absolute country mile. I think close second, I'd probably say Peterborough, York. My eyes went funny there. Northallerton and Edinburgh, all really good as well. But my favourite is Doncaster, absolutely. Everyone's chanting my name. Again, if you want me to answer any questions, comment in the have you got any questions for me video, because your question will not be answered otherwise. You got plenty of time to do it. Again, if you want, I'm just going to say it. Any questions you want me to answer, please comment on the have you got questions for me video. All right, please comment on that, and I'll only answer on that. I'm not answering on that chat. So if you want me to answer your question, comment on there. So I'm sorry to be annoying, but I need people to do it. So Justin Hammer, you're next. How has train spotting been from when you first started until now? I really like that question when I saw it. Now, spotting for me has been really, really different, because I've recently got a new camera, so I've taken to photography quite a lot. Hence why you've maybe not seen a few videos as frequently. That's not to say I'm going to end this channel. Just means I haven't really focused on it recently, just because I've been so busy with my new camera. Probably compared to when it was, I used to have a lot of people come with me all the time, and I found it really difficult, because sometimes you'd go to train stations and you'd get staff looking at you like, "Oh, hello, there's so many people here. What's going on here then? Is there a special steamer coming through?" Turns out it's just a Trains Out video with KTV videos. Oh, who's that? Literally, that is how it was. That is literally what it was like. So spotting has become a lot better, because the attendance rate is sort of quietened down. So I think that, I'm not saying that's I'm glad that not a lot of people are coming with, I'm just more. She was quite happy that things are a bit more chilled. I can be one with myself sometimes when I'm on my own, or I can just hang out with a couple of other spotters and be a bit be more personal with people, because sometimes when you're with loads of people, you sometimes forget that other people are there and they feel left out, so it's a bit tricky. Right, so let's move on. Question 4. But that's a really good question. From when I first started as well, my videos used to be portrait. Well, my first ever video was portrait, which was from Exeter St David's, and I used to put really rubbish Windows movement. Excuse me. Want some water? I need it. Really rubbish Windows Movie Maker captions. So it used to not be very good. It was interesting. Yeah, it happened. Portrait videos happened, I know. Jack Shields, you're next. What's your favourite train, station, and train company / operator? Okay, so my favourite train is the 180, because the 180 is just the best train that you can sit on and you can listen to. It's part of the Coradia family. As you know, they do Hull trains and they do Grand Central. They used to do the Great Western Railway / First Great Western as well. They are incredible trains. They are faulty. I know they're faulty. I know they have their problems. I know they've been set on fire and all that. But I'll tell you something. 180s are brilliant. I really, really like the trains. I really like how they look. They look modern, even though they're not modern. Well, they are modern, really, but they're less modern than some, but they look modern, and that's the good thing about it. They're really, really good trains. My favourite station of all time, because that's presumably what you mean. That's a really difficult one, because I have a favourite station for every line I've been on, but I kind of don't want to answer it like that because I want to do a big comparison. So if I were to pick my favourite station out of everywhere I've ever been to, that would be. Oh my god, that's a really good one. Oh Christ. Do you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. My favourite station of all time is Doncaster, because it is just incredible. It's such a good station, so I'd say it's Doncaster. But if I were to be saying something not Doncaster, I would also say Reading, because Reading is fantastic for obvious reasons. And my favourite train operating company / operator is Great Western Railway. Now that's controversial because I know they've had their delays and they've had all their problems, but Great Western Railway are undoubtedly my favourite operator because they serve a very broad amount of stations. They're very, very good. So yeah, Cobra Train Spotter. What question? What is your favourite operator? Great Western Railway. Sheila Freeman. Which station did you like in London West Coast? Oh, I see. So you're asking me what my favourite West Coast Main Line station. Well, you're asking me what my favourite London station is, what my favourite West Coast Main Line station is, and my favourite Great Western Main Line station is. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, that's my mistake. Right. What's my favourite station in London? Sorry, I was trying to make out your question. I do apologise. My favourite station in London. My favourite station in London is probably London King's Cross, because it's got a lot of really good amounts of variety there. It was better when HSTs were there, of course, but with Azumas there, it's still good. I'd also say another station that I really like is London Bridge. I'm not filmed there, but I've seen it a lot of times. It looks amazing. And I'd also pick Paddington, because Paddington is my local London terminus and I have to be biased. Luke Tucker. What has been your favourite station you've been to this year that you have never been to before? I really like that one, because you specified it's one I've never been to before. The best station that I've been to that I've never been to before, and I filmed that this year. Do you know what? I've been to a lot of stations, so and a lot of the videos that I've done really have got I've been to before, so it's really difficult. But my favourite station that I filmed this year, when he say this year, he means Luke Tucker means 2019, so I'm not going to give anything away for 2020. Don't worry. But my favourite station this year that I've never been to before, I'd probably say Dartford, because Dartford was really good. There are a few others that I really liked as well. I'm just scrolling through them just to remind myself. Chesterless Street was another one. I really like that one. And there was another one that really stood out for me. Oh yeah, Rainham on High Speed 1 / London Tilbury Southend Railway. Rainham was fantastic. So one of those three, I'd say, definitely. Also, keep up great content. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for a very nice comment. London Trains Fan 2020. Question for you. Have you thought of doing Slough, Hadleywood, and Ipswich? All of them are good stations and good to film out with freight. And Ipswich is soon to be all familiar with 755s and 745s soon. As 321s, 360s, and 90s are getting replaced in a few months. So Slough and Ipswich I've already done. Hadleywood is one that I've been told is really good, so I will end up going there at some point. Slough and Ipswich. Oh, Ipswich maybe not so much, but Slough I'm definitely going back to because I have. One of my plans I did tell you is that I'm filming stations to improve the quality of them for Big Trip. Slough is one of them I need to do. So yes. Wish me luck. Louis Vlogs and Games. What is your favourite station in the West Midlands? My favourite station in the West Midlands is probably Crewe, but I don't want to sound too cliche when I say that because a lot of people say Crewe. So I'd also say, yeah. West Midlands' favourite station is either Crewe or Tamworth, one or two. Both very good stations. Tamworth for the sheer amount of freight that just goes through it, plus this stuff on the high level that goes really fast. Yeah, I'm going to refresh the comments. Don't worry. But yeah. Brandon Ashwin, by the way, if you go on to the video that says, have you got any questions for me? That video you need to comment on. Just saying. So yeah, Tamworth really good for the for the two levels, the freight at the bottom level and the top, and just the amount of passing trains is incredible. Crewe for the sheer amount of variety, the architecture, the fact that trains or Pendolinos all pass through. Sorry, it's really good. I love Crewe, but Crewe and Tamworth both up there with my favourites. I know Crewe's in Cheshire, but I'm counting it as West Midlands because it's on the West Midlands Day Ranger. So, question from DP Travel and Transport. I think that's your name. Yeah, DP Travel and Transport. You're next. Question: what are your thoughts about the XC franchise going into the future? Well, not a lot, to be honest, because all I know is that they're rumored to be getting the Virgins 221s, so there's not a lot of change really there. I'd like to see them get HSTs. I'd like to see new services introduced. I'd like to see Voyagers get doubled up so that they ran together better. But to be honest, do you think it's overcrowded or bi-mode sets need to be ordered? I don't think bi-mode sets need to be ordered for cross country because their Voyagers are relatively modern, so I don't think. But I do think the overcrowding problem is very bad with cross country. A lot of people can probably vouch for me when I say about cross country's overcrowding problems. They are ridiculous. Literally, 4-car Voyager, Bournemouth, Manchester, 4-car Voyager, Plymouth, Glasgow, 5-car 221, Manchester, Bristol. All of that just causes so much overcrowding because there's only one unit on it, and it's crazy. They need more trains so that they can double things up. Do what TransPennine Express have done and double trains up, because they've done it with 185s now because they've got the E68s, the 800, the Novas, and the 397s in service. So pretty good. It's ridiculous. The overcrowding problem, I think it's not good. CPR 1234. My question for you, Q&A, is what train companies serve your local station? Great Western Railway and Cross Country. And just to let you know, my local station is Plymouth, but you probably all know that. But Great Western Railway and Cross Country serve my local station, and I'm quite happy about that because we get quite good links. South West Trains used to run it up until 2009 as well. Chaz 0807, he's got 4 questions. Okay, I need a drink of water before this. Okay, what's your favourite station in Devon except Plymouth? Exeter St David's, absolutely. Brilliant station. Or Dawlish, one of the two. What do you think is better, the West Coast Main Line or the East Coast Main Line? The East Coast Main Line by an absolute country mile. So many good stations on it. The speed of the trains is brilliant. Non-stop run London to York. I've done it on a HST. It's incredible. East Coast Main Line. Which station do you think is better, Oxford or Reading? I think Reading's better. Just because Oxford is good, but it's old and run down. Reading isn't. What's your favourite single track branch line in the UK? The Kyle line in Scotland. It's incredible. If you guys have not been on that line, the Kyle line to Kyle of Lacouche from Inverness is beautiful. That's my favourite single track branch line. Loading 2. What do you prefer, the Class 43 or the Class 68? Oh my God. That is a very, very, very difficult question because the HSTs, Class 43s are amazing, and the Class 68s are amazing. If I'm going to give it to one, I'm going to have to give it to the 68 because the 68 just sounds amazing. Now, the 43, don't get me wrong, is really, really, really good. VP 185s, MTUs, the old Valentas, beautiful, but the 68 just maintains beauty, and it purrs like it purrs like a cat. It's incredible. I think it's incredible. So yeah, the 68, absolutely. Yeah, literally, you're not wrong. Even yeah, I was gonna say Birmingham. I was gonna think Birmingham New Street then, but then I thought, oh no, Moore Street or Snow Hill. So yeah. Right, Weenie. When did you get into the hobby of trains? When I was little. I got into it. Always appreciated trains. Never really got into all of that. But yeah, I really liked. I got into the hobby of trains. Probably I started filming in 2014. But I've liked trains for a long time. So I didn't really get into it. I've just liked it naturally as I was little. I sort of grew up. My dad used to take me to Reading. He used to take me to Bristol a lot. He used to take me to Exeter and take me to Plymouth. I used to do this, right, because I used to do this all the time when Valenta engines used to leave Plymouth or go fast through a station. I used to hate it. I used to bloody hate it. And my mum, when I was little, she took me to Exeter St David's once, and we got on a Voyager. It was Virgin Trains at the time, and basically the Voyager, like, you know, the little noise it makes, like the little hissing noise it makes when it leaves, goes really fast. My mum hated it. She said, bloody hell, that goes right into my ears. She really hated the noise. But yeah. Okay, what's going on in the chat here? Let's have a look. Okay. Right. Calm down, guys. Right. Right. I'm really sorry if I pronounce your name wrong on this next question. Expeliadocious. I think I got it. Have you thought about transporting at Wigan North Western? I have done it once before, to be fair, but I would like to go back there again. I will go back there again. So yeah, I would think about that. If you've seen the new TPE Nova trains, do you do 397s have a class for 68 attached? Thanks from Sahid Shah. Okay, so the 397s don't. That's actually I think it's a DVT. I don't think it's a 60. I don't think it's a 397. The 397s are actually separate. I think 68s are a loco hauled set. The Nova fleet, part of the Nova fleet. I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a 397 that's with it. Right, just bear with me a second. There we go. Right, Ethan Afro, the train kid. Did that work? Hang on. Yes, it did. Ethan Afro, the train kid. Have you ever been through Staines or Shepperton on a train? If so, how did you end up there? I've not been through Shepperton, but I've been through Staines. I went from when I filmed at Rains Park Woking Clapham Junction earlier on in 2019. I had to take a train back from Waterloo back to Reading, so I was staying with a friend. So I got a train from Waterloo to Reading. I went through Staines on the way there. It's the only other time I've ended up through there. Or also, when I was little, I used to go to Legoland in it. I used to go to Windsor and Eton Riverside. Went through Staines then as well when I was little. So yeah, 2 times. Well, and on the way back. Bear with me a second. Can I do something with that? Yes, I can. There we go. Transport by Lewis. One more for you. What manufacturer do you prefer? Siemens, Hitachi, or Bombardier? Well, definitely not Hitachi. I like the 800s, 802s, 801s, 804s, 803s, whatever. But I just don't think they're for me. It's between Siemens and Bombardier. I'm probably going to say Siemens because they came with the Zeros, and they're really, really good. You know, the 444, the 450, the 360, the 350. Not got a problem with any of them. I think they're all brilliant trains. So yeah, Siemens. Bombardier is good though, too, but Siemens definitely. YT Caffro, how many stations have you visited, and which is your favourite? Oh, please don't ask me how many stations I've visited. Oh god, it's got to be over like 200, 300 now. That's mental. I can't keep count with that. Which is my favourite? Doncaster, absolutely. Which station would you like to visit most of those that you've never been to? Oh, well, if you'd asked me this if I'd done this video in 2018, I would have said to you Carlisle, but I've been there now, so I have to pick somewhere else. To be honest with you, I'd like to visit Oban, because of the fact I'd like to film there, but I'd love to travel there on the West Highland line because that was one of my things to do in the last 2 visits I've done to Scotland and didn't do it in either one. So Oban. And do you like the Class 180? Yes, I absolutely love it. It's my favourite train in the UK. It's amazing. Hang on, what's going on here? All right, guys, can you cut out the arguing now? Because I'm getting sick of it. Cut it out. Thanks. Right. All of you, and that includes you as well, Charlie. Stop. Right. Carry on. Train Spotting 2020. Is it too late to start a Train Spotting YouTube channel? Never too late, especially with all these new trains coming in. There's always an opportunity to go out, diverts, new trains, refurbish stations, new stations. It's never ever too late to start a Train Spotting channel ever. It's very, very good. It's worth it. You know, trains may have gone, but it's never too late. You always see something. ScotRail 158706. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on the chat at the same time. ScotRail 158707. In Scotland, what is your favourite railway line / best station on that route? Well, it's the Kyle line. And to get the name of the station that I really, really like, that's a tough one because I really, really like a lot of stations on that route. I really want to say Kyle of Lacouche itself because it's really lovely little station that looks over some beautiful scenery. Yeah, so I would say, I know it sounds cliche, but Kyle of Lacouche is really, really nice. I don't think a lot of other stations really do it for me on that route. I think they're all lovely. But Kyle of Kelch is the one for me, absolutely. Oh no, there is another one. I think it's the station just before. Hang on, let me look it up. Kyle of Kelch line, here it is. Route. Yes, Dernish. I like Dernish as well. That's a really nice station. DS Intel, hello, you're next. Hello, question. Would you be interested in buying an Interrail pass and travel around Europe filming trains? Okay, I'm just going to say these two words. Hints, hints. The price is totally worth it, about £200 for 5 days of unlimited travel. Yeah, I have to plan to go. Don't worry. And it's coming up soon, I promise. But I really want to do it, so yes, I will. Tom Lamb, going back to radio, or am I just missing when you're on? Right, so yeah, good point about radio. So I will go back to it. I just haven't really had the time because I haven't been very well, I'm afraid. Because I've lost my voice. Oh, I say I've lost it. I did lose my voice. So yeah, I wasn't feeling that great, but I'm okay now. But it's just more I have to get back to it or sort it all out. But yeah, I will plan to. Meridian Rail, kind of a last minute question, laughing face. Excuse me. Talking about my bad cough, I stopped coughing. Kind of last minute question. What would your favourite station on the TFL network be? Love your channel, by the way. Thank you. My favourite station on the TFL network. Right, that really is a bit broad because the TFL network's extended over to Reading. So I could technically say Reading, but I'm not going to do that because that's I want to say something different. So my favourite other station on the TFL network is probably Romford because Romford is really good. I like Romford or Stratford as well. Both of them fantastic. So yeah, Romford or Stratford or Reading, of course. Train Boy 5677 Productions. Can you do trains at Hemel Hempstead? Do plan to, but I just haven't got around to it yet. SWR Train Fan. What is your favourite station on the Southwestern Main Line? Southampton Central. I think it's got really good variety. I think it's got good views. I think there's always something different when you go there. There's loads of freight. I would also say Eastleigh because Eastleigh's got amazing freight. So one of those two. The Train Adventurer. Are you a fan of the London Underground? If so, what's your favourite line / station and why? I do like the London Underground. I'm quite fascinated by all the lines. It's nice to sort of know all the ins and outs of London and where everything is and where you change for, because there's some really good landmarks, including like Madame Tussauds London Eye, Buckingham Palace, Tower of London, British Library, Institute of Blind People, all these places that you hear on the underground announcements. That would be really, really good. But my favourite underground station, purely just because it's just got so much going on, is Stratford. It has to be Stratford because Stratford is just mad for London Underground. So I would say Stratford. Trainboy 5677 Productions. What is your favourite train operator on the West Coast Main Line? Right, that's a good one because the West Coast Main Line stretches all the way up to Glasgow Central. So really, you're thinking of like maybe everywhere in between London Euston and Glasgow Central. If you mean that, I would say Avanti West Coast. The whole thing is brilliant. But if you mean like a company on the side of Avanti West Coast, because they're really, really good, then I would say Great Western Railway isn't on it. Do you know what? I would probably say Northern because although they've got their problems, their variety of trains are mad. So yeah, Northern probably. Train Adventurer, do you like the GWR Light Trails moquette / livery? The Light Trails livery, what's that one? If you mean like the general GWR livery, yes, I really like it. I'm not actually sure of the Light Trails one, unless that's something new that I don't know about. But yeah, the GWR livery is lovely. Alex Trains Fire Station. Bedford, absolutely. Bedford is really good for Midland Main Line. Really good passing trains. Oh, the First Great Western livery. Light train. I know the one you're talking about. Yes, I like that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bedford's my favourite Midland Main Line station. It's got good variety, good passing trains. It's obviously junctions in with London North Western Railway / West Midlands trains, the main company. Bedford's my favourite. Absolutely. Supreme Thunderous, what has been your best experience related to the railway? Oh, right. I've got two. Right. I'm going to go into both of them. And I hope both of these people are watching. Best experience on the railway. Number one, being noted. I don't want to sound like arrogant here, but it was being noticed on the ScotRail 170 from Perth to Glasgow Queen Street. Trolley lady comes up to me, says your KTV videos, absolutely brilliant. I think her name's Michelle. She's on my Facebook group. So yeah, shout out to you, Michelle. I think your name's Michelle. I do apologize if it's not. But yeah, that's my favorite. That's one of my best experiences. If you guys remember me telling you that story. My other best experience from the railway, probably, I think it probably has to be the GWR farewell tour. Probably the yeah, I think it's the GWR. I think it's the GWR farewell tour. You remember the video I did on the Flying Banana? That has got to be one of my best. That's got to be one of the best experiences I've rode on a train with. Definitely, it was incredible. I love that. So yeah, probably those, but both of those, my best experience on the railway. Jason Page, is there any UK station that you've never visited before? There's plenty. I'll come to that in just a minute. But yeah, there's plenty I've never visited. Three Tortoise. Do you prefer the new Avanti West Coast livery or the old Virgin Trains colours? Virgin Trains, in my opinion. I like Avanti West Coast. I think it looks lovely, but Virgin Trains doesn't. Nothing beats it. The old Virgin Trains colours, though. I do prefer the white one, but you know, if you talk about the old one, that's good too. Hub. Who is your favourite person to going spotting with and why? Memory you've had on KTV from 2014 till today. Well, the best memory one is the Flying Banana, definitely the HST Rail Tour. The favourite person to going on spotting with and why? Okay, I don't like ranking it because it's not really fair. But I'll name a few people that I really have felt that have been a pleasure to hang around with, who have been really, really good to hang around with. So I'm going to name about 4 or 5 of them because they're all really good people and they're all like where I'm basically still are quite important in my life in terms of how I got into this channel. So Jared, Tornado 922, absolutely. He's one of them. James, Scouse Train Spot 1999, definitely. He's another one. Both of those are good friends of mine. Well, I know me and James have had our differences, but we've come through it, and we're good friends. And he's one of the reasons that I'm still with the channel now because he came along with trips for me a few years ago. So yeah, Jared, James. I'm gonna say Kian, Ivor Bridge Railway videos, definitely, because Kian, it came on trips to me. He's a lovely lad, good to hang around with. Tom Train Spotter, definitely, he's great. And who else? There's got to be someone I've met quite a few times. I know there's someone else in my mind, but I can't remember. Oh, Katrina, Cat My Backs, definitely. And a few others as well, like you don't know their channels now, but Sean, SFT Fan 1909, Keir, The Great Westerner, Ryan, RRB Rail. They're all channels that didn't really upload anymore, but they're still people that are important in my life and best people I've been spotting with. So those are pretty much all the people I'd say. Sergeant Sylveon, could you train to Attenborough soon? Attenborough is one of those I'm not too sure about, but I might look into it. Maybe, we'll see. George Davis, do you like Bristol Temple Mead Station, Bristol Park, Winfield, and Abbey Wood? I like all three. I prefer Bristol Temple Meads out of all three of them, but I like all three of them. They're all fantastic. Brandon Ashwin, what company would you work at if you were a train driver? LNER, absolutely, because they have the fastest routes. And if not LNER, I'd probably work with Trans-Pennine Express as well. So, but LNER, absolutely. TGS UK Productions. Hey up, Kieran. I know you're doing that, bloody northerner from bloody Grimsby. Even in East Anglia. I'm kidding, Cameron, sorry. My question is, and it's similar to the one that's Tornado 9200 in his Q&A. I forgot someone. Rob's Flight Transfer Videos. Rob, he's another one that I like to hang out with. So sorry, Rob, I forgot about you. There you go. Your name's there. I asked him what's been your best station you've been to in 2019 and what has been your worst, but your worst station. But if your worst station, this excludes whether the station was hit. Okay, let me just rephrase that. Sorry, Cameron. Right. So what's been the best station you've been to in this 2019? And what has been your worst, but for your worst station, this excludes whether the station was hit due to RMT strikes or engineering work / diverts when you were there. But hope you've had a great Christmas and have a good year too in this year, 2020. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Cameron, and thank you. I had a really good Christmas. The best station I went to in 2019 was probably, well, I've had quite a lot, but I had to rank it, didn't I? In terms of experience, I rate Doncaster over overall experience I've had at a train station. But in terms of the best station I went to in 2019, that's a little bit different. And with that one, I'm probably going to say I liked Crewe the best because Crewe was incredible. The worst station, right? The worst station I've ever been to is Camborne. It's terrible. I hate it. It's boring. It's dull. It's got nothing to it. I don't like Camborne at all. I really don't like Camborne. I'm really sorry, Cornish people, but Camborne is the worst station I've ever been to. If you talk about the worst station in terms of members of staff, because I know Jared answered this one, so I thought I would answer it too and tell you the worst station that I've had with staff members. So Cheltenham Spa, Southampton Central, Smethwick Galton Bridge, Edinburgh. Smethwick Galton Bridge, bloke came up to me and he went, "Oh yeah, you can't film here. The CCTV company said so." And I'm like, "You know, the CCTV company aren't in charge of the station. You have to contact London Midland." They weren't London Midland, they were West Midlands Railway. Cheltenham Spa, years ago, got kicked off for the wrong reasons just because we had a job's worth. Southampton Central, to the credit, I'm sorry to shout you out, Platform 9, if you remember, if you're watching this, that was kind of your fault. You stood over the yellow line and you were, excuse my language, tone wanking. Basically means when you do that, my arm's a bit funny, I'm sorry, but when you do that, that is cringy in my book. So yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I know other people are sort of welcome to it. It's kind of a universal symbol, but I really do not like it. If you're ever with a triple mile me and you do that, I'm going to step away from you. I'm just warning you now. But yeah. But yeah, my worst station in terms of anything is Camborne. Piotr Janskak. That was terrible Polish. I'm sorry. What is your favourite line to train spot on? Have a nice day. Thank you. That's what I say to people in my job every day. What is your favourite line to train spot on? East Coast Main Line. British Train Spotter. What is your favourite place to train spot in the UK? Doncaster. Oh, hang on. Train spot. Yeah, Doncaster. Vanessa Brooks Oak. What do you like more than train spotting? Manchester United. I'm joking. Equally, Manchester United. I follow him like passionately, unfortunately as well. But yeah, Man United. And something else I also really like passionately, more than trains. Traveling. Trains and traveling are two different things, but traveling itself is just something that is the best thing. So yeah. Oh, for God's sake, with Twisted XL, you're the next person to get banned. Hooray. Right, DP Travel and Transport. Who's your favourite automated station announcer? Well, Anne is the only real one that is sort of universal to the UK. So I would probably say Anne. No, actually, no, I'd say Phil Sayer. Kevin Osborne, need to... Oh, yeah, that was yours. Need to upgrade the bedroom set, a splashback, a train memorabilia or something. Have got it, just not facing this wall. Train Sim 99, Transport and more. What's your favourite DMU in the UK? The 180. Andy Holtorp, Class 800 IET or Class 43 HST? What's your preference? The Class 43 HST. Joseph Ford, why have you got into Train Simulator? So Train Simulator, I love. It's a game I've always played, a game I've always enjoyed, so that's why I've gone into it. Luke Owen, will you come to Temple Meads on the 31st of December? If not, when will you next be at Temple Meads? 31st of December is gone, mate. Sorry. There's a question not to ask when I asked. I'd answer it in a couple of weeks. But the next time at Temple Meads, I'm not too sure, I'm afraid. Mikey Stevens, hello. Number one, question one. What are your favourite books? Railway magazines? Manchester United sticker books? 50 Shades of Grey? Wait, I didn't say that. Number two, what type of film do you like the best? And what's your all-time best one? I don't mean YouTube, I mean films at the cinema. 50 Shades of Grey. I'm joking. I like the Ellie Goulding song in the first one though. My favourite film. Well, I love the Star Wars series because it's one of my favourite sets of films. So I'll probably say Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Incredible film. Love it. Epic Dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. In other words, Sir complains a lot. Sorry. Because that's what I nicknamed you. Can you go back to do a large section of the Great Western Main Line? Not in all in one go, but maybe. EJC Trains. What is your favourite station down the Great Western Main Line GWR network? Reading, definitely. Liam's transportation videos. What is your favourite cross city line station? Barnt Green. Barnt Green is just beautiful. Good passing trains. Everything really good about Barnt Green. I love it. Okay, so we've got a question now from Tornado922. So I'm going to read his now. So he's got a question for me. And then, funnily enough, 3 people then replied to it saying, Tornado922, I absolutely love you. Nice one. I knew that was going to happen. I feel so... Oh, Jared. I feel for you, mate. I feel for you. If you're watching this, which you probably are. And then Jared just like, well, thank you very kindly for saying so. Typical Jared. For God's sake, Jared. Oh, God. It makes me laugh. His question, anyway. Seeing as you've covered the vast majority of the country, I've got one to pick your brain over. Focusing purely on main lines in the UK, which stations on those lines are your favourite? So, for example, the West Coast main line could be Preston, East Coast could be York, etc. And what reasoning would you give for picking such stations? I hate you, Jared. Right, I've got to go through every single one. Right, okay. Thanks for that, Jared. Message you later thanking you. Right, okay. So, my favourite station on each main line. Okay. Great Western Main Line, Reading. East Coast Main Line, Doncaster. Glad I've got those two out of the way because I've answered them already. South Western Main Line, Eastleigh. Definitely. West Coast Main Line, Crewe, definitely. No, actually, West Coast Main Line, Carlisle. Carlisle, my favourite West Coast Main Line. Definitely. Southeastern Main Line, Ashford International. High Speed 1. Ebbsfleet International. No, Stratford International, actually. High Speed 1. Great Eastern Main Line, Norwich. London Tilbury, Southend Railway. Rainham. Chiltern Main Line. Banbury. I like Banbury. Yeah, Banbury. Banbury Chiltern Main Line. What else is there? Oh yeah. So Chiltern Main Line, Banbury. I've missed one. Oh, Midland Main Line, that's it. Midland Main Line, Bedford. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think I've covered them all there. Have I missed any? I think I might have done. Oh, Brighton Main Line, that was it. Brighton Main Line, Clapham Junction. Well, no, I won't cheat. Gatwick Airport, actually, Brighton Main Line. Missed any main lines? No, I think I've got them all. Yeah, okay. I think that's all of them. I'm just trying to picture it in my head now. Yeah, I think I named them all. Yeah, okay, right. Thanks for that question, Jared. Most of us trains and buses, what kind of West Midlands main line? Well, I really do apologise. I know it's not your fault, but I kind of can't understand your question. I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't understand what sort of question you're asking there. Sorry. If you're asking like what's my favourite kind of train on the West Midlands main line, I presume that would probably mean the West Midlands area. I'd say it's the 172. Sean Mawson. How many stations on average do you video on per day? I wonder. Three a time at least. Jack Andrews, what is your favourite station in Essex? Rainham. Epic Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Kidding. Have you seen a new Star Wars? Yes, and I bloody love it. But I don't like it as much as other films, but I do like it. I don't think it's the best Star Wars film. I do think it was a little bit too slapstick for me, but I think it was still a good film. Bus Spotter 253. What is favourite station? What is favourite ScotRail train? The HSTs, definitely. I really like them. All the 158s, both really good. The thing is, though, ScotRail have a really good bunch of trains. Yeah, I really like it. Fantastic. Eddie Ivkic. What train was your favourite? Class 180. Joseph tried. Sea of Anti West Coast. Right. Not too sure about that question, what you mean. But if you're saying of Anti West Coast are in service, yes, they are. And that's it. That's all the questions, I believe. Oh, no, hang on, we haven't. We've also got a few others, I think. Let's just go back on the video. Yeah. One more from Brandon Ashwin. Got the last one. What is the biggest celebrity you've ever met? Would you call him a celebrity if I said Jeff Marshall? Because that would be the only one. Because I don't really go out of my way to do, unless you count all the wax ones in Madame Tussauds, probably only just say Jeff Marshall, but he's not really a celebrity, he's just very well known on YouTube. But yeah, Jeff Marshall's probably the most well-known person I've met. Definitely. Right, so I've answered all the questions. So now I'm going to go into this live chat and just see what the hell's going on before I finish this video. This video will stay up, by the way, so don't worry. Excuse my coughing. Right, let me just scroll up a minute. Do I need to ban anyone? Let's have a look. Right. Can't control some of these guys. I'm reading, so I'm just seeing what's going on. Okay. Right, I've read it now. Everyone just calm down, seriously. It's getting a bit ridiculous now. So, yeah. I'm living within 5 miles of your location. Hashtag Plymouth. Are you in Plymouth yourself, or are you outside of Plymouth? If you're in Plymouth, let me know on Instagram or whatever, because I like to meet spotters from Plymouth, or train fans from Plymouth. I meant the Noobster, by the way. Just saying. Just going to finish up with this, and then the video will be out. You live in Plymouth? Okay, cool. Right. Well, hit me up or message me on Instagram or something, or Facebook, whatever, or drop me a message on Discord and let me know when you're at Plymouth Station. I like to meet people from Plymouth who spot and like trains, so let me know. It'd be nice to meet someone else from Plymouth. Anyway, catch up with you guys soon. I'm going to finish the video now. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, Q&A answers. The next video from me is from Wokingham. That's going to be out tomorrow, so look out for it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all soon. Noobster, by the way, again, if you want to meet up at Plymouth at some point, we can arrange a point. Just drop me a message on Instagram, Discord, or Facebook, and I'm sure we'll sort something out. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.